Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TC Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the card distribution within Flesh and Blood and just kind of talk about the supplemental set, what it means for like card pool for different heroes, and then also talk about like future sets and what you could expect going into this year and like what my predictions are, and just kind of give my reasons as to why. Nothing super in-depth, probably a pretty quick video, but I just wanted to get some discussion with the community and get your thoughts on it. So please, for this video, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. At least comment down below. Let me know what you think. I would really love to get y'all's feedback. Also, feel free to join the Discord down below if you want to be a part of a great Flesh and Blood community, and feel free to join the Patreon as well. So the reason I wanted to bring this up was because we have a supplemental set coming up with Dusk Till Dawn that's mainly going to be light and illusionist, and light and shadow centered, right? Shadow Runeblade hero being revealed, another Prism being revealed, and just overall we're going to kind of get that Monarch-esque style feel with the Monarch 2.0 basically. But it is a supplemental set, so we are going to get cards for other sets as well. And then also we're going to be looking ahead to the other, two sets are going to be coming out this year, minimum. So kind of seeing, here's the card pool, which February has this on their website. I really encourage you to go to their stat section and go to card distribution. They have all this laid out, which is just, first off, kudos to their team for making this stuff. Like, it's actually unreal, like the amount of work they put in, that like the amount of stuff that we have compared to other card games is pretty, the amount of tools we have, the amount of creators that we have is pretty nutty. But anyway, looking at this, the main color you need to focus at, if you're not colorblind, which is the bottom one, is pink. The pink color is the class cards for each one. So right now, the class with the most cards available in its actual class with no talents or generics attached to it is Ranger. There's 142 Ranger cards currently in the game of Flesh and Blood. Your next highest one is Ninja at 137 cards, like pure Ninja cards, not Draconic Ninja, or class cards, not Draconic Ninja, just pure Ninja cards. There are 137. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is probably counting like each individual color strip as a card. So like Head Jab has 3. I'm pretty sure it counts as that. That's my guess, because I don't think there's 137 individually different Ninja cards. And then your next highest looks to be Wizard at 126, and then Warrior at 124. And then it kind of goes from there, right? And we kind of go down pretty drastically after that one. The least amount actually is Brute at only 93 cards, right? Or Illusionist is only at 52, actually. So Illusionist is the lowest. There's only 52 pure Illusionist cards. There's 45 Draconic Illusionist and 52 Light Illusionist. Now, since Prism's the only Illusionist that's not Dromai, you can essentially say Prism has a 104 card pool, which is still pretty good. And then, but really the classes that have the least amount, if you don't count Illusionist right now currently, is Brute at 93. Assassin only has 96, but it's a newer class, so it's pretty good for being so new. So Assassin, that got revealed 2 sets ago in Uprising, already has a bigger base card pool than Brute, which has been around since the first set of the game. Think about that for a second. It's pretty nutty, right? And then you have Guardian at 90, which is still pretty low, and so on and so forth. So this kind of gives you an idea of like card pool distribution. Mechanologist also needs some. Only 85 Mechanologist cards as opposed to 93 Brute cards. And the difference with Mechanologist, it doesn't have like talents and stuff. It's literally just pure Mechanologist cards. So this is literally the only card pool that Mechanologists have available other than generics. And with Mechanologist, no matter if you're running like slower or faster versions of Dash, you basically want to have Mechanologist cards in your deck, right? Most of the time, the only non-Mechanologist cards you have are defense reactions or sigils, or like Tome of Fiendal, like with slow, like Tree Frog Dash. You rarely have like non-Mechanologist cards in your deck. So Mechanologist definitely needs a boost in card pool. Illusionist is going to get a boost, so we don't even got to talk about that. Brute kind of needs it a little bit. And then honestly, what's kind of funny is if you look at Runeblade, Runeblade actually doesn't have that many. They only have 96. Obviously, they have like Earth and Lightning, which helps Briar, but it doesn't help Viserai at all, really too much. And then the Shadow Runeblade stuff, right? So what does all this mean? The reason I bring this up is, one, it kind of gives you an idea of like the Illusionist card pool is going to get boosted up, and so is the Runeblade card pool pretty substantially. Right now, Ranger is probably I could say the first set is like what's not going to get touched anytime soon other than supplemental sets. I don't think Ranger's going to get touched anytime soon. I think Ninja actually might get touched in 2 or 3 sets when we go to Mysteria, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it won't get touched a ton until then. And I really don't think you actually are going to expect a whole lot of Wizard, only because we went to Volcor, and Volcor is really big with the Wizards, even though it wasn't the main focus, which kind of sucks. They're going to have to kind of go back there in order to touch the Wizards a little bit, or go back to Aria with like Iyslander, and I don't think they're going to do that. So my top 3 sets that aren't going to get or classes aren't going to get touched the longest is probably Wizard, Ranger, and Ninja, right? And then when you look at the map of Wraith, right, and this is kind of the easiest way, in my opinion, to understand where we're going to go next. So we've been to Solana, right, with Monarch. We're going back there with the supplemental set. The Monastery has been a part of both Monarch and the supplemental set that's coming up, Dusk Till Dawn, but we technically haven't been there yet. We've been to Volcor, we've been to the Pits, and we've been to Aria. So we haven't been to Metrics yet, which is obviously, right, the Mechanologist. We haven't been to Mysteria yet. We haven't been to Monastery yet, and we haven't been to the Savage Lands yet. Now, there are little, pockets of different parts of the World of Wraith, obviously, but those are the big ones. Savage Lands, Metrics, Mysteria, and the Monastery. That's where we have left to go. And when you look at the card pool versus looking at where we haven't been, I truly think the next set after the supplemental set, this is just my opinion, I think it's going to be the Metrics. I think we're going to go to Metrics first. Because if you look at the card pool, Mechanologist needs it bad. I think Mechanologist, and I don't know if I had to make a bet, I'd say we're going Metrics next. But I think the next 2 sets for sure are going to be Metrics and going to be Savage Lands. Brute needs cards bad as well, and I think that they're trying to even out the card pools a little bit more and give a little bit more diversity to those classes, especially Mechanologist. Mechanologist literally has no diversity other than Dash, like quite literally no diversity. And Brute has, right, you have Levia or Rhinar, but Levia is kind of her own thing with Shadow Brute. So we'll have to see what happens, but I do think Metrics and Savage Lands will be our next 2, and then I think we'll go to Mysteria. I think the Monastery will be one of the last places we go. That's just my opinion. I don't know why. I don't really have a factual reason for that. It's just what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think we're going to go Metrics first, then Savage Lands, then Mysteria. So Metrics and Savage Lands, do a supplemental set, then do a Mysteria, and kind of catch back up. But let me know what your thoughts are. Again, this is kind of a quick video, just kind of summarizing all this up. I'm super excited for Dusk Till Dawn, but I do think Metrics will be the next set we go to, and then Savage Lands. I'm actually super excited for Savage Lands. I love Rhinar. I play him a lot. I have a fully constructed Rhinar deck that I've been taking to locals and doing some fun stuff with, like a mid-range Rhinar list. But I think a Savage Lands set with the way that LSS does their artwork would just be unbelievable. It'd just be awesome to see. I think it'd be really fun to see. But yeah, looking at the World of Wraith, I want to get more into the lore. Obviously, I said that last video. But with us having basically gone to Solana twice now, we've gone to Aria, and we've also hinted at other stuff in Aria before. We just went to the Pits, right? And we went to Volcor essentially for 2 sets, right? With Uprising and Dynasty, both had Volcor, heavy Volcor lore. I do think that Savage Lands, Metrics, and Mysteria are our next 3. And I think Metrics and Savage Lands are definitely for sure the next 2 in my opinion. But I could be wrong. We'll have to see. Let me know what your thoughts are on the subject, though. I would like to know. I know Mechanologists are really hungry for cards. Brute has been kind of quiet on their hungriness for cards, right? They've been some pretty cool supplemental cards. Mechanologist got stuff like Pulse Wave, Harpoon, and some other good cards. Brute got a Savage Beatdown, Swing Big, these really cool cards. But overall, it's not that the classes haven't gotten better. It's that there's not much diversification with those classes right now. And I know, similar to how they do with Ninja, they want to bring a new archetype to the classes, right? And a new reason to play the classes other than their original purpose. So I think they're going to do that. Super excited for that. But yeah, this is a pretty cool chart that shows you everything. So definitely check it out on the Fabric website. Really worth a look just for fun. And they also show stuff like meta results for Talishar, month to month you can do, as well as most played decks and such. So Definitely check it out. But yeah, let me know if you like this type of content. If you do, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If not me, it's totally fine. Go into our Flesh and Blood career, leave a like, comment, and subscribe on their stuff so we get more people seeing this game. And I'll see y'all next time on TCU Talk. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day.